Yes, sir.
I want to know if there's any talks up front about traffic, being that these new housing developments are being built, like Kaya on Lolita and Crenshaw, the bowling alley, the one now where Black Angus is, and then near us will be Crenshaw and Sepulveda. That whole area is going to be a complex.
Yeah.
Is there any infrastructure about traffic and streets?
Okay. Councilman, can I turn that question to you, or I mean, I'll start off. I mean, I think I'm hearing you, you know, expressing the frustration that I know I'm hearing from a lot of folks. Earlier, I talked about how there's a statewide push to you know, require cities to zone for more housing to try to address this housing affordability crisis. And so we're seeing these high density developments coming up. You mentioned a couple, Kaya on Crenshaw and several on Hawthorne Boulevard in Torrance. In terms of the traffic impacts and the traffic mitigation, we do look to the cities to try to address the mitigation, but you know, absolutely the drive, the push to build more housing is coming from the state of California. But in terms of the traffic mitigation, Doctor, or okay.
I know I said I didn't have a question, but I will start talking about housing and traffic. And as I understand,
The parking issue or the traffic issue?
well, because we're in the city of Gardena, there's so much new development, there is a lot of traffic. But as I understand, Governor Newsom just signed SB 79 into law. I have a great concern because we're a small city, and it is going to impact our infrastructure, our traffic, and schools and services for the people who move, new residents, and then the height. I understand we can build 9 stories high now. So I'm very concerned. What can we do, or what is the state going to do to help support this SB 79? Because you know we're very impacted already, and
Yeah.
I don't know, what can we do? We couldn't say no, but again, now we absolutely cannot say no. You know, we tried to find ways. These new developments coming in, they want to build is housing structures without any infrastructure support, without any traffic support, without any kind of services. So what can we do as cities to help?
Sure. Okay. So, Councilwoman, thank you for the question. Before you came in, I talked about how you know, while I support building more housing as a statewide goal, that I also support local control, and for that reason, I voted no on SB 79. And just to clarify, SB 79 is basically to you know, override the city's ability to be able to control high density housing around transit stations. And that not only includes, like in our situation, metro stations, as well as dedicated bus lanes. So if you don't have either of those, you shouldn't be impacted by SB 79. Oh, okay. You have the bus station.
We have a bus station, but we do have transit lines and bus stops. And we have a project going on Elsinore and Crenshaw that we're not able to overturn because it's right in front of a bus stop.
And it's not just any bus stop, but it's with the dedicated bus lanes. So,
Okay, you see.
yeah. Well, we'll follow up and make sure that because that was my reading of SB 79. But we'll follow up to try to address your concern. In terms of the overall, what we can do, you know, I had the same conversations I met with the mayor of Redondo Beach and the mayor of Manhattan Beach recently, where you know all the cities are all raising the same concerns. The bottom line is there is a bipartisan. You know, if you look at the votes for these bills that are pushing for more housing, you know, even at the expense of local control, It is the votes are overwhelmingly bipartisan. So this is not a Democratic or Republican thing. I want to make that clear. There is a recognition that we need to build more housing, but you know, like I said, I draw the line where it infringes on the ability of cities to be able to responsibly plan for things like traffic and so forth. The bottom line is, you know, this is going to continue unless all the cities start pushing back. I know that cities, you know, are organized through the League of California Cities, but even within the League of California Cities, there's a split. There are cities that supported SB 79, for example, and there are cities that opposed it. So I think bottom line, I would say there needs to be that political pushback against all this overbuilding, or at least, you know, to assert the ability of cities to be able to exercise, you know, to protect their local control so that they can control where and how to build so that they can address issues like traffic.